All right, welcome to the ListRiff Challenge, the show where you find a problem and we find ideas to solve it.
Insert logo here.
I am your host, Dave Charbonneau. Today, my guest is Elena. I'm not even going to attempt her last name. She's, just think of her as Adele. She's got the one name. Elena, welcome to the program. Please tell me your last name.
So the last name is Herdieckerhoff, and you can forget it after that. It's too long and too complicated, and I'm delighted to be here with you.
But you can do the Adele thing, right? I mean, you've got...
Totally. I got similar hair.
You've got the look.
My voice is unfortunately nothing like hers, but apart from that, I think we look fairly similar. So I'm happy to go with Adele.
All right, so we'll go with Elena. And Elena is a self-enterpriser who... Well, I'm going to let you explain. First of all, let me explain to the viewers. A self-enterpriser is someone who discovers what they love to do and then figures out how to get paid to do it. So tell me what you do.
So I do something magical, at least to my mind it is. I am a mentor for highly sensitive and empathic entrepreneurs, and I take them on their success journey, keeping in mind that highly sensitive people, and I'll go on and explain who they are afterwards, but that they have a bit of a different journey than kind of quote unquote non-highly sensitive entrepreneurs, because the typical hustle doesn't work if you're a sensitive entrepreneur, and you need a different journey. And my goal is to take entrepreneurs on that journey and to show them that they can be both highly sensitive and highly successful. And if you're wondering what a highly sensitive person is like,
I was going to ask, that was my question. What is a highly sensitive person?
Yeah, it just sounds like a really fancy name and you're not sure what it's about. So a highly sensitive person is basically someone that has what is called sensory processing sensitivity. So that is someone who's both emotionally and physically more tuned in to the environment, if you want to put it in very simple terms. The senses are usually on high alert at all times, so you hear sounds more loudly, see lights more brightly. So that from the sensory perspective, but also from the emotional perspective, you're deeply empathetic, you're very intuitive, and you kind of feel as a highly sensitive person that you live in a kind of permanent state of osmosis with everything around you. And because you feel everything so deeply all the time, running a business is sometimes extra challenging for highly sensitive entrepreneurs, and they need to have better self-care regimens in place in comparison to maybe entrepreneurs that can be go, go, go all the time, because we get more overwhelmed, we get overstimulated really quickly. So it's a different path to success, but one I'm proud to say is totally doable without burning yourself out or suffering in the process. And that's my mission, is to help those entrepreneurs. So
you and I have chatted before, and I've identified myself as an HSP. For those of you watching, that's just shop talk between me and Elena, because
Yeah, exactly.
I know the score.
You do.
But we identified myself as a highly sensitive person. How many of us are there out there, and are you a highly sensitive person?
So yes, of course, I am a highly sensitive person. And I am in excellent company, because 15 to 20% of the world population is highly sensitive, and it's an even split between men and women, which many don't think, because they think, oh, maybe it's just a woman thing. So I'm happy to say it's not. There are as many men as women. And you might also think it's about being an introvert. So again, that's also not true. About 30% of HSPs, or as you quite rightly say, highly sensitive people, are extroverts. So we don't fit into any of these neat categories. HSP is kind of its own category. And I don't think being highly sensitive is a weakness. And I think it can, in fact, be a great strength, because it gives you an added edge in the marketplace as an entrepreneur, because you have a better ability to feel out trends, to understand your clients in a much deeper way, and maybe even to be more uplifting to the world as at large, because you usually tend to care a lot about other people, and your business is likely to contribute in some positive way to the world. And that's why I think it's so great to empower each other on this.
Great. Well, thank you for that description. And how can we learn more about this before we go on to the challenge?
So I just gave a TED talk on highly sensitive people. So if you want to have a look on YouTube, you will find it there. It's called The Gentle Power of Highly Sensitive People. And I'm thrilled to say that after 1 month, it's already reached almost 100,000 views, which is outstanding. I'm really thrilled about that. And of course, if you want to find out more about me and the work I do, then you can come visit me over on entreprincess.com. And the reason I called it Entreprincess is kind of a love child between entrepreneur and princess, because highly sensitive people are often kind of teased as being, at least the women, as being princesses on the P. And so this is where that comes in. So you can find me over there.
Yeah, I don't know. We were having a family get together with another family, and the subject of camping came up, and I was saying that I really want to like camping. We try to like camping. It just hasn't come for me yet. And I was accused of possibly being a camping princess. So,
well, I fully understand where you're coming from.
It's all right. There's just something about a nice hotel room. There's room service. You know, there's beds.
I'm totally with you on that. So.
All right. Well, let's get to a challenge, shall we? I have
Sure.
here the rules of the challenge. The rules are as follows. I have a list of real challenges found from real people on the internet. My guest and I, Elena and Dave, will each write down 10 ideas for solutions for these challenges. You know, maybe I should just be Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, Charbonneau's kind of tough. Maybe just Dave. I don't know.
I think the Dave show is cool.
All right.
I think you can totally pull it off.
All right. Once we've reached 10 ideas, we'll hit enter into our conference chat. Finally, once both lists are posted, we'll discuss the ideas we've come up with. Silly ideas, bad ideas, totally not only allowed, but they are encouraged. For one thing, it frees the mind when you let yourself go. And sometimes it helps us get to 10, and sometimes it's just fun. So if you're watching or listening to the program, please add your own ideas to this list below or beside the video that you're watching right now. How to overcome visibility fears, the fear of putting yourself out there in front of others. Now, this is a preliminary round, so we're only going to go to number 5, and you can enter them as you type, or just enter them as you type, and then we'll discuss them after.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you get to 5, because I'm just going to stop. You're going to blow me away at this.
Hey, we can roll with this. I'm spontaneous, even though I'm German. You wouldn't think it, but I'm spontaneous. I can deal with this.
All right. All right, so let's, I'm going to go over your answers here. Find an accountability partner. Of course, we're very biased at Self-Enterpriser, our Self-Enterpriser community, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to make this a shameless plug for our online community where you can find accountability partners, because that would just be bad.
Very bad, clearly.
2, set yourself one weekly visibility task, like posting a blog, video, or Facebook Live. Okay. Reach out to an influencer once a week. Help other people in Facebook groups. Have a hobby that stretches you in some way. Okay. So let's, I'm going to pick out a couple of these. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to pick out number 1, find an accountability partner. Not after what I just said. Let's talk about those real quick. So number 2 of your answers, you said set yourself one weekly visibility task. Now this is similar to my number 1, which was just do it, keep doing it. It will get easier, I hope.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how is that going to help?
Well, I think it's getting out of the fear-based mind by getting into the action mind. Because once you do something, you see that all of the scary things you thought were going to happen, they're most likely not going to happen. So you can retrain your brain not to be scared, but to be excited. And you can only do that not by thinking about it, but by doing it. So if you set yourself one goal each week, even if recording a video takes you all day for a 5-minute video, it doesn't matter, because at the end of that, you've proven to yourself you can actually do it. And the whole point is not just to record it, but of course to place it online and to see that it's okay. Nothing bad happens. On the contrary, you probably find people that appreciate what you have put out there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know I've had some anxiety issues, and I didn't really know that I had anxiety issues as bad as I did until starting this program. And so your number 4 was reach out. Number 4, help other people in Facebook groups. So what do you mean by that?
So what I mean by that is sometimes it helps to get out of your own head. And if you're really stressed about being visible on your own platform, then get visible on someone else's platform in a positive and helpful way by seeing where somebody else is struggling, and maybe you have the key to their success. And if you help them, you feel great, they feel great, and you've done something for your visibility, even though it's not like from a marketing perspective a traditional thing to do, but this is sometimes the best thing you can do. Just show up in an authentic way and help. And then it doesn't even feel like you did a visibility task. It feels more natural.
Right. Now, I've got a little story here that I was trying to create a blog. You mentioned that it's not necessarily a marketing task. I was trying to create the Self-Enterpriser blog, and I thought I was doing some okay writing, but it was a challenge for me to show up every day and write. And one day I was addressing somebody's issue on Facebook inside a business group or business community. And I was excited about it. I was talking to my wife about it, and she said, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be sitting down, communicating with other people. And so really what ended up happening is we ListRiffed how can I incorporate Facebook and this type of interaction to be a big part of my business, and it really helped shape and form what my business is today. So definite benefits there. I'm going to bring up number 5. My number 5: invite your fear to come along with you. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of such a tactic?
Sounds great. Tell me what that means for you. That's great.
So the fear is going to be with us anyway. Let's just invite it along instead of trying to resist that fear, because that resistance just generates more fear, more.
Same.
All right, thanks for watching part 1 of this ListRiff challenge. Be on the lookout for part 2, where we will, the challenge will be how to become a virtual assistant, also with Elena. Be sure to meet up with Elena at her website, entreprincess.com. And you know what? Check out her TED Talk. Over 250,000 views at the time of this recording, and it is on the subject of highly sensitive people. So check that out. I'll include a link around here somewhere, so look for that. Also, let's see, you can meet up with Elena inside the Self-Enterpriser community on Facebook. That is selfenterpriser.com/join. And also, if you are tired of starting and stopping and stopping and stopping in your business, you want to go beyond talking, then check out our Get Results Club. That is at selfenterpriser.com/get results. All right, I'll see you in the community, and I'll see you on the next ListRiff challenge.